You know what, guys? In today's era right now, everything that's going on in the world, I think we all need to come together and we need to help each other. We need to help our neighbors. And for some people, doing the right thing is never going to be the good thing. It's never going to be the right thing to do completely in their eyes. They're always going to find something to complain about, no matter how good of a deed that you do. And in today's world we're living in right now, there's a need for masks. There is. I believe there may be a shortage on masks right now in certain areas. And there are people with the capabilities to make things happen. And the New England Patriots owner, Robert Kraft, is one of those. He's a billionaire. He actually has a team plane. And Bob Kraft is doing a very, very good deed right now. It's absolutely amazing, to tell you the truth. He's actually sending his private team plane over to China to get 1.7 million N95 masks for the Boston area. I'm going to say it again. 1.7 million masks that are needed for the Boston area. I didn't even know that was possible, but he's making it happen. And you would think that everyone would be on board with this great deed. But of course not. Of course not, because the crisis that's going on, it has become political, and I really don't like that. But what I saw today on Twitter really made me scratch my head. And when it comes to former ESPN anchor Jemele Hill, because she was fired a few years ago because she was terrible at her job, and she was one of the ringleaders for the downfall of ESPN. In case you don't know, she hosted, I believe it was called Sports Center at 6, and it was really woke center because all it was talking politics and bashing Trump. And Jemele Hill is not a fan of Donald Trump. And she was actually suspended for something she said about Trump, and I can't remember that off the top of my head. But she responded to Bob Kraft sending his plane to China to get 1.7 million masks. You think she was happy about it? Not really. I mean, she tried to make it seem like she was kind of happy about it, but you know how SJWs are. They're going to focus on, complaining more than actually saying, hey, this is a good deed. So she posted on Twitter, this is what she said. This is where I remind people that Robert Kraft is friends with Donald Trump and gave to his campaign. It's incredible the Kraft family is doing this, but hope they understand their money help empower their friend. See what I'm talking about? She says it's incredible what the Kraft family is doing, but that's not the reason why she tweeted. She tweeted to take a jab at Bob Kraft actually being a friend of Donald Trump. Now, actually, they're really, really good friends. Now, you may not know this, but Robert Kraft lost his wife a few years ago or so. I can't remember the year, probably like 2016 or something like that. And Robert Kraft said that Donald Trump called him every single day. I can't remember for how long, to check on him to make sure that his friend was doing okay. And I believe you have the right to support whoever you want politically. You do. This is a free country. But, apparently to Jemele Hill, if you don't believe in what she believes in, then it's not right. Now, for her to remind people that Bob Kraft is friends with Donald Trump, so what, big deal. A lot of people are probably friends with Donald Trump. They are. And he gave to his campaign. Big deal. A lot of people gave to Donald Trump's campaign. You see, she's suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. So when a good deed, a very, very great deed is being done right now, she has to undercut it. And my question is to Jemele Hill, what are you doing right now besides complaining on Twitter? Chances are she's probably not doing anything because, SJWs, they talk a good game, but they don't actually deliver. That's what she's doing. And if you look at Jemele Hill's career on TV, it wasn't good. She was probably the worst thing to ever happen to ESPN. She was probably the central figure as to why ESPN was doing so badly. And then she got fired. And all she does nowadays is complain on Twitter about Trump. That's it. So apparently you can't support who you want to support because Jemele Hill says you can't. And if you do a great deed, it doesn't matter if you're friends with Donald Trump. That's the way these crazy lunatics that suffer from Trump derangement syndrome think. This is the way they think. So I say to Jemele Hill, just shut up. Just shut up. And people are roasting her on Twitter. They are. And I'm talking about white people. I'm talking about black people. I mean, people that aren't even Trump supporters are saying they don't agree with what she said. You know, she's coming back. She's replying, well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Yes, you are. You are saying it's a bad thing. You're saying it's a bad thing that Robert Kraft is friends with the president. So it doesn't matter what good that he does. You need to remind people that you don't like Donald Trump. That's what you're doing. In this time when people are suffering, when people don't have work, you're going to take the negative route. So I don't agree with Jemele Hill. I've never been a fan of her. She is so fake. She is so phony. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Jemele Hill, former ESPN employee that was fired, taking a shot at Bob Kraft for doing one of the best things anyone has did all year, getting masks to probably millions of people that probably need it. But you know what? She's so blind in her Trump hatred that she doesn't even recognize a good deed. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.